Hey guys, thought I'd just make a very quick video here talking a little bit about the press conference from Huawei, just because they announced something pretty goddamn awesome. Now, I haven't heard about Huawei. I mean, I haven't heard about them making smartphones before, but today they did announce this new Adsen family, and they are some sick devices here that I just want to quickly cover. So today, basically, they got out with what they are saying is the fastest quad-core smartphone, and they also did show this off, showing that it was like 50% faster than dual-core phones that's also on the market right now, like the Galaxy Nexus. But they were also comparing it with, quad-core goodness, like from the Asus Transform Prime. And I mean, let's just go over this. Okay, so first off, this new Ascend family. Okay, I said maybe Ascend or something like that, but it's ASCEND. They're gonna make some new smartphones. They're gonna go under this family that they're calling it. So it's gonna be the Y series, the G series, the P series, and the D series. And today they did announce a dual core and a quad core phone that is going under the D series that is having their own processor, and yeah, it's just badass because as we can see here, okay, first of all, they did show it off here, comparing it a little bit against quad core phones and also their dual core phones that is like 50% faster. And then also the interesting thing here is that they, as I was saying, that it's the fastest quad core processor, and that they're using their own kind of processing technology here that is using 16 GPU like cores and then 4 CPU cores. Interesting, I have to say, very interesting. Here you can see a picture of it. We also have some official pictures that I'm gonna make in a second video because I don't have them open up right now. But here you can see the smartphone, 3 capacitive touch buttons optimized for Android 4.0 ICS. You can see Huawei up there on the top. You can also see that it is like has the less bezel comparing to other phones out there on the market, so it's kind of thin there on the sides, and that's good because that makes the phone even smaller, because this is a 4.5-inch phone, at least the quad core one at least. Then they also have some new noise cancellation technology or an ear smart voice enhancement technology, but I'm pretty sure if that's something that I mean, that sounds like is something that they are, I'm pretty sure if that's something extremely good. But here they also made a comparison here against the iPhone. If you want to know the pixels per inch on this 4.5-inch screen, obviously it's 1280 times 720p resolution, 4.5-inch. So that basically makes it the pixels per inch are 4 over the PPI that the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4 has with this Retina display. So, I mean, I know that everything over 300 PPI, you can't see that with your own eye, so it really doesn't make a big difference. And then also that the technology on the screen, it's a 32-bit color screen. I'm pretty sure, how that's going to be comparing against like Samsung Super AMOLED and IPS displays, but, we will see about that as well. But also it has some improved sensitivity for the camera. I mean, they had some this is a very, quality keynote that they did show off, and also that they're going to have 2 variants of their quad core phone, and one is going to be 1800 milliamps, and that one's going to be 8.9 millimeters in thickness, so very thin. And then they're also going to have a little bigger that's going to be around 11 millimeters in thickness, but that one has a 2500 milliamp battery, so that's going to give you a ton of battery. And also that one is going to be, the D XL one, the D Quad XL. Yeah, I think that's the name. And they, you can also see that they were, the Ascend D Quad XL, and the normal one's going to be the Ascend D Quad. But obviously, I'm sure if I would like 11 millimeter thickness on a phone. I'm pretty sure if it makes a big difference because I'm used to thin phones like the S2 and the 4S and some other phones out there. And also their dual core phone is the Ascend D1, and that's, as I said, they're also in the D family, that they only did introduce 2 D phones right now, but that they are gonna have a ton of other phones out, and I'm getting excited. You know, here you can also see some more pictures from the press event, but we do have some better pictures here, and also that they're saying here, okay, this is kind of disappointing. I think that the release is gonna be somewhere between Q3 and Q4, so you know the next part of 2012. Yeah, a little disappointing. It would be nice with the summer launch, definitely, so it would be able to compete with, you know, the S3, you know, Samsung's quad-core bad boy probably, and HTC One X, HTC's quad-core baby, LG Optimus 4X, LG's quad-core baby. It's gonna be interesting, you know, definitely, and yeah, this really does feel a little bit like the HTC Evo 3D phone, but yeah. And also, if you're wondering about the clock speed, it's gonna be 1.2 or 1.5 on the quad core variant, but they're saying that like there's not that of a big difference, but definitely interesting, definitely interesting what Huawei is coming up with here, and I'm pretty hyped about this phone. Actually, I'm pretty hyped because as they're saying, it is the fastest quad core smartphone out right now, or I mean, it's not even out. That's the thing. It's late launch, you know, Q3, Q4. Yeah, that's the thing that you know, gets me kind of disappointed. And I'm not sure why they're doing that. Maybe because they need more time. Maybe because they aren't really finished yet. I'm not sure, but it will be out sometime. So yeah, will be stacking up there when we're gonna see probably the iPhone 5. We're probably gonna see this one also kind of launch at the same time. So that's great. See.